African Reserve Bank. The South African Reserve Bank, just like the National Treasury or the Department of Finance, it is not run by black people. So the black leaders that they are calling the big title here are not running the show here. The show is run by white people who have been employed since apartheid and are here. And are the ones who give our black leaders who have accepted to be the statute of white capital instructions. So the 2% that we were talking about earlier, it's not a decision of Ino Godongwa. It's not even a decision of Cyril Ramaphosa. Cyril Ramaphosa and Ino Godongwa, they are just messengers of white capital. So we are here to send a message not to the messengers of white capital, but to white capital itself. To say 30 years of democracy, 30 years of the poverty of black people is going to stop. Because MK is here to reverse the pain that you have been suffering for the last 30 years. So where we are now, we're going to be handing over a memorandum technically to a gentleman called Lesija Khanyago. But Lesija Khanyago is nothing else but just a black guy who's just happy to have a job with no power. And that's why 2 weeks ago, he was given the professorship by the Stellenbosch University. Because he's the boy of the Stellenbosch University people. So we're sending a message to him that don't worry, don't worry, we're not dealing with you. We know that you are just here for a job, just to look after your children, but we are disappointed with you that you are allowing white system to give you instructions to implement the programs that undermine and give pain to black people when you are also black people. That is our only disappointment, but otherwise we know that we are not dealing with you. You are just small boys who are used by white capital. We are dealing with white capital. The reason why we are here, comrades, is that in South Africa, there is a concentration of banks. There is no economy in the world that can grow unless through the financial system. Because all our dreams to build businesses must be funded by banks. Unfortunately, in South Africa, you've got 5 untransformed, proud racist banks.
Absolutely.
Your ABSA, your FNB, your Nedbank, your Standard Bank, and there's a new one called Capitec, which is run by some few white boys there in Stellenbosch. They are sitting there in Stellenbosch and they are making money out of the banking fees that you pay as black people.